Hello, trainers, and welcome to the King's Courts. Now, okay, I got, once again, I'm continuing the climb up the online Pokemon Scarlet and Violet ladder, and I actually brought a new team this week. Now, I'm still rocking Incineroar because Incineroar is too good to not use, but I'm not gonna lie, this is actually my first time using Zamazenta. I really hope I pronounced that right. Anyways, sorry, hold up. Sorry about that. Microphone. What can you do, right? So, this is my first time using Zamazenta, and I'm running Heavy Slam, Body Press, Wide Guard, and I decided to go with Iron Defense over Protect, just because I thought, you know what, why not? So, start this off. So, this is going to be me continuing to try to climb the online, and I'm experimenting with teams, actually. I'm trying out a different team, like I said, than last week. I decided to cut out... because I've been using Rillaboom ever since I started doing Pokemon battles online again, and I want to try a different grass type. So instead, I'm trying the Shroom. I'm trying Amoonguss. So, or Amoonguss. God, I'm terrible. Sorry. So, I'm trying out the little Shroom, and for my grass type. So let me know in the comments what you think of this team. I'm running Zamazenta, Incineroar, Rapid Strike, Urshifu still. Among Us, Among Us, dang it. Man, too many jokes with that beam, I can't help it. But, I'm using the Shroom, obviously. Raging Bolt still, because in the last video, I actually said, my voice, I actually said that I was kind of considering cutting Raging Bolt, but honestly, the more I use it, the more I'm really liking this mon. And, this is the weird one. Because a lot of teams I've been going up against online lately, like practicing online, a lot of teams have been using Tailwind. You know what? I'm going Eviolite PORYGON2. And little hint for later on in the video, PORYGON2 is a monster. It is a beast. I think I'm going to put that in the thumbnail. Eviolite PORYGON2 is a monster. And we'll see that later on. So, if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. And that way we know to upload more Pokemon content. And let me know in the comments if you have any ideas for any teams. If you want to see any specific teams here in the channel and want to see me try them out online, let me know. And I'd love to try that out. So, now that's out of the way, focusing on the battle. Right now, I just got hit with Taunt on my Zamazenta, which is fine because... man, this thing is super bulky, so they're going to withdraw their Toxicroak. It kind of hurts having to go against Mimikyu, because Mimikyu is a personal favorite of mine. I've said before in other videos, Giratina is actually my favorite Pokemon of all time. Mimikyu's got to be at least second. And, alright, Leech Life. That's interesting. I wasn't expecting Leech Life. Knock off again, just go for the knockout. And they're using Rhyperior, which is really interesting. You don't really see Rhyperior that often, but hey, I like seeing diversity. So they got Rhyperior out. So I wonder it's because they saw my PORYGON2 in the sneak preview of the team, and they thought maybe I was gonna try to trick room right away, which was gonna be my plan. But I was thinking, you know what? I'll just start off with the Incineroar and see where that goes. Hopefully hit something with Intimidate. Alright, so, looks like they're sending out their Toxicroak again. So, this is an interesting predicament. I mean, I'm running a more bulky Incineroar this week. Last week I was running a little bit more of an offensive one. This one's a lot more bulk. So, I'm pretty sure I could maybe survive a hit from the Rhyperior, but I don't know. I probably shouldn't take the chance. So, right now, I'm pretty much just going to switch out Zamazenta, and I'm going to go into Among Us. Among Us. Oh my god, those memes, I swear I can't say that name without just thinking Among Sus. Man. So sorry about that. So I'm trying to figure out what to do right here. Do I keep Incineroar in, or I switch them both out? Because I was worried about honestly them trying to spam Earthquake or something. But I'm like, you know what? I'll just switch out into the Shroom. And I'm going to Terrestrialize right here. I'm running Terrestrialize Ghost on my Incineroar, actually. And same thing, and the reason is because, like I said in the last video, I run the Ghost Terrestrialize on my Incineroar just to deal with fighting types, and in case against other Incineroars that want to hit me with Fake Out. And I'm running the Rocky Helmet Among Us. And yeah, I knew they were going to go for the Earthquake. So yeah, and good thing I Terrestrialized right there, because I had a feeling they wanted to like spam Earthquake. So I was like, you know what, the Shroom could definitely absorb the hit. So I'm just going to send it, that's why I Terrestrialized right there. Now, this was interesting because I don't remember if their team selection, if they had one, but I don't think they had Dondozo, so it's a little weird they have that there, so I don't know. I've used Dondozo before, like a long time, like my voice cracked. My throat's dry, sorry. Man, I don't know what's up with me lately. Okay, they're going to protect. I think it's because I was under the weather like a week ago. Sorry about that. And I'm going to go for the Rage Powder. And they're going to go for the Water Pulse. And I'm sitting in a pretty good position because both of them are weak to Grass. And like I said, I'm in a pretty good position right here. And right now, neither of them can really hit my Incineroar for super effective. So I'm actually sitting pretty right here. So I'm basically deciding whether or not to go for a Protect again. Or I can go for like a knockoff or a parting shot. I'm also considering switching them out, which I pretty much do. I just go into the Zamazenta. Because again, I'm pretty sure they're just going to try to either spam Earthquake, and I know my Zamazenta is bulky enough to survive maybe even 2 hits from Earthquake, so basically I'm thinking to myself, if I switch out and keep my Incineroar, I can get another Fake Out later. That was basically what I was thinking to myself. I never get sick of that little ghost right there. So I'm going to bring back my Incineroar and, like I said, switch out into Zamazenta. I'm really liking Zamazenta too. I never really used a lot of it. Alright, going for the Helping Hand. Makes sense. But again, a little weird they have that, but they don't have Dondozo out. And, yep, Earthquake right here. I guess that's why they were hoping to keep just doing that. Okay, yeah, I was wrong. No, mine can survive 1 hit from Earthquake. But hey, I don't really need to really survive because I pretty much got this right here. Because I still have my Incineroar. I'm sure I have all my Pokemon actually still, so I'm still sitting in a pretty good position. So right now I'm just waiting to see what move they make to decide what I'm going to go for. Man, you know what? I think I've underestimated Rhyperior. It's actually been lasting a good while. So maybe Rhyperior is a little... I like Rhyperior actually. Although I'm not going to lie, I think I'd rather use... If I was going to do that, I'd rather use Rhydon Eviolite. And they're going to Terrestrialize too. And it's on to their Rhyperior. And they're going to go into also a Ghost. Man, I recorded these videos these games a couple of days ago, half a week ago. And for the record, originally when I started uploading these regularly again, I said that most likely from now on we'll have it on Saturday. Some stuff came up throughout the week, so basically our schedule will change a bit. Nothing really much, but from now on I'm going to make Sundays the day where I upload Wi-Fi battles. So that's why it's going up right now. Okay. Shroom got knocked out, and so did my Zamazenta, which is fine, because they only have 1 Pokemon left, and I still got both of mine. And Incineroar is also going to be able to lower the attack, and my Raging Bolt, now, this is actually a mistake right here. I was basically doing raids earlier, so that's why my Raging Bolt has the choice specs. It's actually supposed to be Assault Vested, so that's a mistake on my half, honestly. That was a mistake on my half. So I'm just going to go just for the double team, go for the knockoff, and I'm just going to go Draco Meteor. Let's see if this works. And Protect. Yeah, makes sense. So, who was going to hit first, actually? Raging Bolt's Draco Meteor was going to hit first. Alright. They protected themselves, but at least since Draco Meteor was protected, at least that means the special attack won't go down. So that's good at least. So I'm going to try to knock off again and basically just spam the two, really. Knock off and Draco Meteor. Eventually one will hit. And Draco Meteor. And I pretty much just get hit right there. Draco Meteor, stab Draco Meteor. With choice specs, yeah, there's really nothing much you can do right there. Although, even if Rage Mode wasn't choice spec, I think that would have actually took it right there. If not, Incineroar definitely could have finished it off. So, hey, that's one game right there. So that's one so far. Like I said, in order to keep the videos from being too long, I'd like to do best 3 out of 5. Play at least minimum 5 games, and if I can win at least 3, sweet. But if I lose 3, then I'll just go with that because that's how we get better, right? Miraidon. Oh man, this thing is everywhere lately, and I'm not gonna lie, Miraidon can kind of be annoying to deal with. So they're gonna go Miraidon and Luxray. Actually, that's really interesting. Alright, so I send out Urshifu and Incineroar. And that's good that I send out Incineroar because Luxray is a physical attacker. But Miraidon's special, so, hey, what can you do, right? So I'm basically contemplating what to do here. So I'm thinking, I'm just going to fake out and use Urshifu to pivot out. Yeah, it was a critical hit. And yeah, U-turned right out of there. Because Rapid Strike Urshifu with being water and fighting, I don't want to have my Urshifu out there to deal with 2 pretty juiced up electric types. I do not want that. And I'm contemplating what to go into here. And I was thinking, you know what? They can't really hit that for I made a mistake actually right here, and you'll see why. Because I haven't used Miraidon yet, so I didn't know its moveset. I didn't know it runs this. So I'm gonna get T-Waved. Man, that's annoying. But that T-Wave is actually gonna come in handy in my half later. So right now I'm trying to figure out what to do. Do I want to try to Spore? Do I Rage Powder? I'm thinking, you know what? Let's try to make the Miraidon go to sleep. They already paralyzed my Incineroar, so why not, right? So I'm just gonna go try to do Chisel damage. I did not know, for the life of me, that Miraidon run Overheat. Luckily, the special attack will go down. That's good, but I did not know they ran Overheat. That was a mistake on my half. And my Incineroar was paralyzed, so I'm not going to lie. When that happened, I was really tempted just to give in this one because I was thinking to myself, okay, I just lost Among Us, and my Incineroar is paralyzed. What do I do? I'm like, you know what? Screw it, why not? Let's go PORYGON2. Let's see PORYGON2. Because neither of them are fighting. And if I remember right, I don't think Luxray can learn fighting moves. I think. I could be wrong. I don't know if you can give it superpower or not, or something like that. I don't know. But I know they pretty much don't know fighting moves. So they can't hit super effective my PORYGON2. So here's the thing. They're going to go Electro Drift right there. I'm not gonna lie, that looks really cool. Gotta be honest. So, and they're gonna T-Wave me again. Alright, fine. Now, this is okay, because I'm basically playing my Uno reverse card right here. First, knockoff. Do some more damage to the Miraidon, and I got rid of those Wise Glasses, which is good for me. Here it is, Trick Room. Now, this works out for me, because both my Pokemon are paralyzed, which means now that Trick Room's up, I'm going to be hitting first every time. So I basically Uno reversed it on them. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm actually in a good position right here. So, but unfortunately, paralyzed again. Oh my goodness. But knockoff will do some serious damage to the Luxray. And they're going to hit me right there. And Thunder is going to miss. And I'm going to be honest, Paralyzed hit me twice right now. I think that that's a little fair on my half. That's like evens it out. So basically, I'm thinking, all right, I'm gonna go for the Ice Beam, and it actually hits, and it knocks out the Miraidon. So that's good for me right there. And now I'm gonna go for the Flare Blitz on the Luxray. But again, oh, sorry if I got a little loud right there. Sorry about that. But oh man, rewatching this is reminding me how I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty salty right now because I'm like 4 times my Pokemon was paralyzed. So I was thinking, oh man, this better not cost me the game. So they're going to send out Hawlucha. And I was thinking to myself, okay, this could be bad. Because Hawlucha is part fighting. So I was thinking to myself, okay, you know what? Time to terrestrialize. I'm running terrestrialize poison. Now I was thinking to myself, okay, now let's see what to do. And I'm actually glad I decided to go terrestrialize poison, because I was either going to go poison or ghost, mainly to deal with some fighting types. But then I thought to myself, you know, maybe I'll go with poison, because I was getting really annoyed about freaking dazzling gleam all the time. And Ice Beam almost knocked out. It almost got the knockout there, but unfortunately Incineroar again. Oh my goodness. And now they're going to go Thunder Shock. And now they're going to go for the jump kick and resisted it. So that's another reason why. Since the poison resisted fighting, I'm good actually. I'm sitting in a pretty good position right now. So I'm basically going to try to Terra Blast. I was basically thinking Terra Blast or Ice Beam, but I decided to go with the Terra Blast. Mainly because I was thinking to myself, okay, they now know I have Ice Beam on my PORYGON2. So I was thinking to myself, okay, what if they try switching? So I'm just going to use Terra Blast in case they try to switch out their Hawlucha. That's basically what I was thinking. And I'm not going to lie, it paid off. Not right here, I mean. Oh, man. And not right here either. You can imagine how annoyed I was starting to get. Oh, man. And the high jump kick is going to finish off my Incineroar, sadly. But this actually might be a good thing, because now I can send in a fresh Pokemon that isn't paralyzed. And also, this is okay because now my the dimensions switch back to normal. And I was considering using it again, but my Urshifu was Choice Scarfed. So I was thinking to myself, wait, no, this is okay. Right now, because my PORYGON2 is Poison, and neither of them have Psychic or Ground moves. So, or stuff like that. So I'm in a pretty good position, so I'll just leave it this way. I'll just spam the Surging Strike. Surging Strike on Luxray, 1 and 2. 2-hit combo. Yeah. Alright. So this is actually I'm in a pretty good position right here. And the Hawlucha definitely is going to be faster. I'm not going to lie, I was a little nervous. I thought this was going to knock it out. And the Ice Beam, thank goodness this time it hit. Thank goodness. So that's 3 down, and so I'm in a good position, honestly, if I'm being honest. So I'm pretty much coming back from those, 6 paralysis I had, and Garchomp. And I was thinking to myself, oh, I got this. So I'm going to go for the ice, but I was thinking to myself, what if it's faster, though? It's just like a Choice Scarf, Garchomp, all invested in speed. This could be a problem. Because not only would it take care of my Porygon, I think an Earthquake from Garchomp would be able to finish on my Urshifu as well. So I was basically thinking to myself, please do not be Choice Scarfed. And I lucked out because they weren't. Thank goodness. And they terrestrialized in the ground. So I got this right here. And that's all she wrote. Alright. Got that one right there. Oh man. I was so relieved after that, because I was thinking to myself, I lost the mushroom, and the paralysis came up 6 times. I thought I was cooked. I managed to make the comeback. I'm not going to lie, I took a huge sigh of relief. That was crazy. That was a good game, too. Oh, man. Alright, and now the next one. So I'm doing pretty good, because when I record these games, I actually just hit record and just start playing online to see how I do. So the fact I'm doing this, that was 2 in a row, this is actually doing really good. PORYGON2, like I said, MVP, and it's gonna be even more. It's gonna get like 2 championship rings right now, because it is gonna take MVP in this game too. And we'll see. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. So they got the Fluttermane and the Whimsicott. So right now I was thinking to myself, now when I saw the glimpse at their team, I saw the Whimsicott and I thought, okay, right away they're going to want a Tailwind. So I'm going to want to bring PORYGON2. So basically, I'm just going to try to double up on the Fluttermane, because I know what they're going to try to do, what the Whimsicott's going to try to do. Was not expecting to terrestrialize that fast. And they're going to go into Fairy. Okay. This is actually good for me because remember, my PORYGON2 is terrestrialized poison. So that's actually okay for me. The only problem though is that a Dazzling Gleam probably would finish, I think does finish off my Urshifu. Yeah, it does. Like I said, this is why I decided to run Poison over Ghost for PORYGON2. But the Ice Beam will hit. Now, it doesn't do that much damage, but that's okay. A little chip damage. So, even though they don't got enough physical attacker out, I was thinking to myself, okay, they terrestrialize into Fairy. Now, Flutter Mains usually don't run... They do... Some do run Protect, but a lot of them usually run like Moonblast, Dazzling Gleam, Icy Wind, Shadow Ball. So I've seen a couple run Power Gem or Thunderbolt. So I was thinking to myself, okay, maybe I can either get them to trick them to Protect, or at least fake it out, because it's not Ghost anymore. So that's basically what I was thinking to myself, because the Whimsicott already set up its Tailwind. All right, yeah, that was a good move right here because I forgot about the Helping Hand. So I'm just gonna fake out right here, and now it flinched, which is good for me. So I guess now PORYGON2 can just set up the Trick Room. And now I'm good, because since they already Tailwind, this extra makes sure that my Pokemon will hit first. So I'm in a pretty good position now. So I'm just going to Terrestrialize, because I don't think they were expecting my PORYGON2 to be Terrestrialized Poison. So I'm just going to go for the Terra Blast, and I was thinking, you know what? I'm just going to Flare Blitz too, just in case. Now, I actually made a slight mistake right there. I accidentally hit Flare Blitz on the Flutter Mane. I meant to hit on the Whimsicott, but it works out still. But for future, I gotta remember not to be so, button mashy in the future. Sometimes I do that by accident. So they're going with a Helping Hand. All right, thank goodness I already got, like I said, the Trick Room set up, because I was thinking to myself, okay, if that thing hits with Dazzling Gleam, I don't think they could live it. And there you go. No more Flutter Mane. So I'm happy about that. And now my Incineroar is going to go for the Flare Blitz. I was a little surprised right here because Whimsicotts usually have Focus Sash because they can't take a hit. So I'm a little surprised with that. I'm also wondering, does the crit matter? I think it did, but I don't know actually. Whimsicotts do have pretty bad defense, and Incineroar have decent offense naturally, and it was Stab, and it did have 120 power, so it probably didn't matter. I don't know, but hey, I'm not going to complain. This, though, is where I got a little nervous. Groudon. I was going to say Urshifu. Yeah, Rapid Strike Urshifu and Groudon. On the one hand, at least with the sun out, will be weakening his Urshifu's water move, so that's good for me. So that's good for my Incineroar. But, at the same time, I do not want to deal with Groudon. This is bringing back Primal Groudon flashbacks. Oh, man, I don't want to deal with that again. Hopefully in the new game they don't bring back Primals, because I do not want to deal with Primal Groudon Kyogre again. And they're going to go for the Ice Beam. Okay, so I was a little shocked. I'm surprised it did that much, because my PORYGON2 was primarily invested in bulk, not a lot in special attacks. So they're going to go for that, and I was shocked as how much. Okay, yeah, that's going to finish off my Incineroar, obviously. But at the same time, I was really shocked, though, that my Incineroar lived that Earthquake. I thought it was, that was it. And the Tailwind's gone, but this is okay. Groudon are super heavy and super slow already, but I was thinking to myself, I think, though, my Pokemon should still be, because my PORYGON2 is sassy nature, so I was thinking, okay, I should actually be slower then, because I think my Trick Room only has one more turn, I think. So I'm just going to go, I'm just going to go for the Ice Beam, go for the Thunderbolt, and hope for the best. I was really worried about Thunderclap failing, but so I didn't take the chance, because I wasn't sure now I would get the knockout. So, PORYGON2 took care of Groudon. You saw it right here, PORYGON2 beat the legendary Groudon, so, okay, I have that. And Ragey Bolt's going to go for the Thunderbolt, and this should be it right here. Yep, easy. 1, 2, just like that. And I got the game. Oh man, I'm not gonna lie. I was really nervous when that happened because I was afraid of using Thunderclap because I thought it would either not have enough power out, and they could have just easily took care of my Porygon. So that's the game right there. That's it, and that's the whole thing right there. So let me know in the comments what you think of this team, what you thought of the games, and if you got any suggestions for any Pokemon or like any kind of team cores or you'd want to see here on the channel, let me know, and I'd love to try them out. And that's it for this video. Have a good day. Take care. Bye.